Welcome to a powerful story that will inspire you while sharpening your English at the same time. Today, we explore the life of Albert Einstein. He was a man whose ideas reshaped how we understand the universe. As you listen, notice the new words and expressions I introduce. This lesson is not only about language, it is about mindset. It is about curiosity. It is about persistence. Keep a notebook beside you. Listen carefully. Let this journey strengthen your listening skills. Let it expand your vocabulary. And let it motivate you through the life of a true thinker. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879. His birthplace was Ulm, a quiet town in Germany. His father, Hermann Einstein, worked with electrical equipment. His mother, Pauline Koch, loved music and culture. They were an ordinary middle-class family. Nothing about his birth suggested greatness. In fact, there was one unusual detail. His head was slightly larger than average. Relatives even joked about it. No one imagined that this child would change science forever. As a young boy, Albert was quiet. He did not speak fluently until he was nearly 3 years old. This delay worried his parents. Some people thought he might have learning difficulties. Family members called him the silent one. But his silence had a reason. He was constantly thinking. He observed everything carefully. He preferred reflection over conversation. His mind was always searching for patterns. When he was 5, his father showed him a compass. The small needle fascinated him. No matter how he turned it, it pointed north. He wondered why it moved without being touched. He sensed that invisible forces existed. That moment deeply influenced him. Years later, he said it awakened his scientific curiosity. It made him realize the world held hidden mysteries. School, however, was not easy for him. The education system focused on strict discipline. Students were expected to memorize facts. Albert disliked memorization without understanding. He wanted explanations. He asked many questions. Some teachers grew impatient. One even told him he would never achieve much. Those words hurt him, but they did not stop him. He struggled in certain subjects, especially languages. Yet mathematics felt natural to him. He saw it as a universal language. Solving equations felt like solving puzzles. Numbers gave him clarity. At home, his mother encouraged him to play the violin. Music later became his mental escape. It helped him think deeply. His uncle Jakob also inspired him in mathematics. He turned learning into an adventure. Albert was different from other children. While others played outside, he read books. He imagined how nature worked. He dreamed about scientific discoveries. One day he asked himself a strange question. What would it feel like to travel alongside a beam of light? That thought remained with him for years. It later shaped his theories about space and time. At 15, his family faced financial problems. His father's business failed. The family moved to Italy. Albert stayed behind to finish school. He felt lonely and disconnected. Eventually, he left school without graduating. Many people thought he had ruined his future, but he believed independent learning mattered more than rules. He studied science and philosophy on his own. He refused to give up on knowledge. At 16, he wrote his first scientific paper. It showed promise, even if it was imperfect. He applied to the Swiss Federal Polytechnic in Zurich. He failed the entrance exam on his first attempt. His weakness was in non-scientific subjects. Instead of quitting, he prepared again. The next year, he passed. Switzerland's education system encouraged free thinking. This environment suited him. He finally felt intellectually alive. At the Polytechnic, he focused on physics and mathematics. He sometimes skipped lectures. He preferred self-study. Some professors criticized his lack of discipline, yet his mind worked differently. He explored bold questions about light and gravity. During this time, he met Mileva Maric. She was the only woman in his physics class. They shared long discussions about science. Their intellectual bond grew stronger. In 1900, he graduated with a teaching diploma. Finding a job proved difficult. Universities rejected him repeatedly. Without recommendations, opportunities were limited. This period was discouraging. Still, he refused to abandon his passion. In 1902, he secured a job at the Swiss Patent Office in Bern. He examined technical inventions. Though unrelated to physics, the job gave him time to think. He used spare moments to develop his ideas. In 1903, he married Mileva. Their life was modest. Money was often tight. They welcomed their son, Hans Albert. Despite financial stress, Albert continued his research at night. In 1905, everything changed. That year became known as his miracle year. He published several groundbreaking papers. One explained the photoelectric effect. Another provided evidence for the existence of atoms. Most importantly, he introduced the special theory of relativity. He proposed that time and space are not fixed. From this theory came the famous equation E = mc squared. It revealed the relationship between energy and matter. The scientific community was astonished. A simple patent clerk had transformed physics. Gradually, universities began offering him positions. Recognition followed persistence. By 1909, he became a professor in Zurich. Later, he taught in Prague and Berlin. He remained humble despite fame. He often said he was simply curious. World War I erupted during his Berlin years. While others supported the conflict, he spoke for peace. His personal life, however, became strained. He and Mileva divorced in 1919. That same year, his general theory of relativity was confirmed. Scientists observed that gravity could bend light. The news spread worldwide. Albert Einstein became internationally famous. Newspapers celebrated him. He traveled across continents giving lectures. He used his influence to promote peace and cooperation. However, prejudice also followed him. As a Jewish scientist, he faced hostility. In 1933, the Nazi regime rose to power in Germany. His books were burned. He left Germany permanently. He settled in Princeton, New Jersey. There, he joined the Institute for Advanced Study. In 1940, he became an American citizen. During World War II, he warned about nuclear weapons. After the war, he advocated for disarmament. He believed humanity must choose peace over destruction. Despite worldwide fame, he lived simply. He disliked luxury. He valued ideas more than possessions. His curiosity never faded. Even in old age, he pursued a unified theory of physics. Though he did not complete it, his effort inspired generations. On April 18, 1955, he passed away at age 76. his legacy remains powerful. He taught us that failure is not final. He showed that curiosity drives progress. He proved that humility strengthens greatness. His life was about more than intelligence. It was about courage and perseverance. And his message still echoes today. Strive not to be merely successful, but to be valuable.